Thank you and welcome. This is Phil Healy, Public Access Coordinator, and with me as always,
Jason Smith, Government Access Coordinator.
and who we just kind of missed by an hour or so was our Executive Director, Bob Carbone, Robert Carbone. I don't think I ever called him Bob. Why didn't I? I don't know why I did that there.
I don't know.
Let's
I never
see.
get those Bob,
What?
Rob, Tom, all those things that like
Yeah.
different names where it's like, hi, my name's Bill. What's your real name, Willie?
Willie. Why don't you just tell me to call you Willie? I don't know.
I'm
Embarrassed,
always
I
thrown
guess.
off at that. And I only like remember discovering that like in the last like 7 years where it's like, oh, like that's not your
Oh, like it?
like
That's not your
different
full name.
Yeah, your full name. Like, oh no, that's just what people call me.
Why? Oh no, the phone. Jason's a popular dude. Well, Jason's actually. Well, this is usually you're listening to Norcast, which is our kind of weekly podcast about what's going on at the station.
Yep.
And we apologize. It's mainly my fault because I haven't rounded up the usual suspects to do the podcast the last couple of weeks. And not this past Friday, but the Friday before, where just Jason and I in the station. Rob had it off. Or did we? Was that not last week, but the week before? Right? That's what that was. Yeah. And that Friday, I actually took a personal day. Leaving Jason here all alone. And
You don't want to listen to me ramble for an hour.
well, no, we were going to do it that Thursday, and stuff kind of everything was going. We didn't leave here on time. That's we're always kind of scrambling when we are leaving. If we like have that Friday off, or we even have that Monday off, and it's like we have to fit everything else in the weekend. Sometimes we're not really. It's just like there's not as much to do with volunteers or with members because a lot of members, won't show up around the summertime. But there's still a lot to do, and we have to do the programming, contact people about shows, all this other stuff. But yeah, no, I guess that whole roundabout thing is, sorry, since I think the 14th was the last one we had.
Wow.
And it was right before that we were talking about announcing we're going to have our class or have our boot camp. 3 days, not a boot camp, but 3 days of like production classes for the kids. They pretty much learn how to use the new cameras, and that's a big thing. And it was supposed to be this Tuesday through Thursday, but no one signed up. Although, go ahead, sorry.
No, I was just going to say, and it's not to say that those services aren't available, but that was more of a formal kind of summer camp themed thing that we were trying to get the younger people in. But, anybody, as always, if anybody's ever interested in learning video camera, stuff like that, just call us in advance. And
Good
we're
save.
happy to. Yeah.
That's a good one. No, it's true. It's true, though. I mean, that's what we're here, and we say it all the time. We're here to help you guys out and here to come down and just learn all about the new cameras. We're actually learning about. I've been taking it out the last couple of weeks, just over the weekend, just to see what it's all about. And we spent a couple of days that week. Rob wasn't here. Just all right, we're looking over the camera for an afternoon.
Yeah.
And it's pretty nice cameras.
Smooth.
So yeah, they're good. They're
Compact. It's a little smaller than the previous generation cameras we had.
a little lighter.
But that's nice.
No.
It eliminates the beach tech boxes, which we kind of dreaded using. around here.
Everyone hated them.
It was one more thing to put on a camera to get a microphone attached to the camera.
An external, yeah.
But now that's all built in. One less thing to worry about. So.
It's true, and you can streamline the process a little more. We're still having. Well, there are ways you can put on a shotgun mic, like right on top, what we call the hot shoe kind of connection, where you can put it on top of that little handle.
Yeah.
But there also is like a little holder to the side for a shotgun mic. But the shotgun mics we have, some of them are a little small, so we're gonna Mickey Mouse it, as we call it, like kind of finagle away. And you actually had a good idea.
Yeah, just to take strips of fabric and wrap it around the outside of the microphone, kind of thicken up the outside.
Yeah, well, no, it's just the inside of like the. Were you thinking the mic itself, or are you thinking like inside
around the microphone itself?
Oh, okay.
But just so when it sits into that little like the loop, and then you lock it in, it's kind of tighter. But it's not. You don't want to put anything too tight.
Too
in
abrasive
there.
or tight. Yeah, that's true.
If it's a fabric, it doesn't matter if it gets squished or not. So.
No, exactly. We had like little pieces of cardboard for our buddy and volunteer and board member Dave Doucette, who just wanted to take out the cameras and take a look. And he actually did a great thing, and a couple other volunteers had done it too. One of our other, oh man, I'm trying to think of I forget the volunteer's name or the member's name, but he had wanted to learn about one of the cameras, and I just sent him the PDF of the file. And actually, current Selectman Jeffrey Ewell, which we should have on at one point because he's actually been a member, and he hasn't been here in some time, but he knows what we do, and he appreciates it. what was it? Jeff Ewell as well. He had requested like, oh, I want to. Is there any way I can just read the instructions for the camera? I'm like, yep, here's the PDF of it. Go nuts. So, even if you can't physically be here the first couple of times, we're like, hey, here are our cameras.
Yeah.
Take a look, and we might just throw it out there. Maybe we'll throw it out to people.
Sure.
I mean, now that I think about it, not to stop us. But no, that's Jason raises a good point. Anytime anyone wants to come in. But yeah, we had that camp kind of set to go.
Yeah.
A little late on my part getting it out there, but you know what?
It's also the tail end of the summer too, so
Yeah,
it's
it's a tough one.
sometimes it's hard to
Yeah, wrangle
get
people up.
attention for that stuff.
But their school year is beginning on the 9th,
Yeah.
I hear. That Wednesday, yeah. A week from Wednesday, this Wednesday.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's already September tomorrow.
It's crazy.
And it will be nuts. We've been inside the new middle school. Because
That's right.
we were getting stuff ready. It was last Monday or last Tuesday. We were getting stuff out of the high school
Tuesday.
because they had a double meeting, and that was pretty. It wasn't too bad. The meetings we had weren't too bad.
Not at all.
They never are. They're never horrible. It's just one of those. It's something you endure. It's just. Sorry, all
There's
selectmen.
good nights and there's bad
Yeah,
nights.
yeah. I know, but as any selectman will tell you as well, or any school member, it's just kind of you kind of brave through something. Yeah, and you're there to get stuff done.
Yep.
And when you're a cameraman, you're an observer. It's just part of it. You kind of die a little because it's just kind of like, well, because you're kind of just. Oh, go ahead.
No. I was just thinking about how we were talking about that the other day at town hall.
Oh
with,
yeah.
I forget her name.
Oh, with Jane, with
Yeah,
our good
with
friend
Jane.
Jane, who takes the minutes and who
Yeah.
also is an admin at the town hall. A beautiful person, just like Karen. They're all great over there, and they work under the town administrator, Michael Gilbert.
But she had like such sympathy for us. She was like, "How do you guys do it?" Like, she was like, "At least
Yes.
when I'm there, I'm taking notes. It's like you guys.
Yeah.
And it is kind of like I don't know, white noise at some point where
It's
you know,
true.
you just see faces move and sounds coming out of heads. But
Yeah, I mean, we're there and we're not. Sometimes it all depends, and sometimes I'll just be there and like I'll look at my phone for a second just to see time, or just someone might text me or something. Or my wife might be like, "Oh, went ETA," and I'll be like, "Oh," because you can be on a shot. I like trying, as we were talking earlier. I like trying to get that shot in between, trying to get something going, like I'm pretending I'm covering like something on CNN or just something going on. Try to get artistic with it in some place. But no, I mean that's how you
get through it.
yeah, exactly. You play the game, and Jason's entirely right. But there are some things you pick up though if it's interesting enough, and just if it's not fully technical, because there are some presentations that are just kind of like pure numbers, and they're just sometimes speakers are really great, sometimes they're okay, but you're not as engaged.
Yeah.
And it just that's just how it is. I'm sure
Tax credits and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry if it offends me. I don't care. Like I do care, hopefully
enough,
for the good things for the town, but realistically, I don't.
Yes, I mean we're not. Oh yeah, well we do have a tax credit bingo. We do every time. But no, it is. We will make a lot of enemies with this podcast, with this entry into what was it? The Norcast catalog. But no, yeah, that was we went there. The whole point of bringing that up is we did both meetings in one night, and sometimes that's actually I don't like it at all. That's one of the things I will say. I understand if there are scheduling conflicts, but it's not good for the town when you have both meetings there and you can't. Because one of our members actually, once again, Dave Doucette, went to the school committee to check it out, I believe, because I think, were they doing a tour as well of the middle school?
I don't
Because that's
recall.
why this conversation began about this, but
recall.
we'll go down this.
Maybe before I just didn't know, but
But I know he was there, and I guess he said he wanted to try to go to the Board of Selectmen, too. I guess he could have. I mean, you can make a stop at one meeting, go to the
you gotta
next.
pick one.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
And it's not fair to the town. To us, I mean, we'll do it. That's our job,
Yeah.
for crying out loud, but...
We're there.
Yeah, exactly. We're there with our bells on and nothing else. But no, it actually was a bit of a snafu as far as something didn't click over as far as the Telview system, and I had to run back. And the actual selectmen were very accommodating.
Yeah, that's awesome.
They were very nice. I was very afraid I would get chastised, and for good cause, but also sometimes a little patience goes a long way, and they were, and it was very nice, and everything went as to plan. So because I had to run back, because Jason, you're not here, you're covering the school committee meeting.
And that's part of the thing is like if people don't know, it's like we have to set up the time that the broadcast starts ahead of time, and then go out to the fields, and you're able to check. I'm not actually able to check from.
Oh yeah, from my vantage point,
from
yeah.
your vantage point,
Because
but-
you don't have a TV with you,
Nope.
really.
So it kind of
It's a weird setup. You're
It's
going
going.
blind.
But yeah, so sometimes if something runs long, like an executive session or something, for some reason if we miss the start point, somebody's gonna come back and
Yeah.
reprogram it. Just I don't know.
No, yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
And it's tough, and not to say anyone will listen to this, or maybe the two people who do. I think Mel does. Mel, do you still listen? This is going out to you, Mel. No, but we actually like. I like shooting at town hall. It's a good structure. I like shooting at the distance learning lab. Lugging the thing is something we'll eliminate a degree of lugging it back and forth.
There's different advantages to both buildings and different limitations.
I'd say, and I feel that's just only the little. I mean, just having. It's also like you take away an hour or an hour and a half from anyone who wants to do anything at the studio. I mean, that's another thing.
Yeah.
But I mean, those are just minor complaints.
Yeah, minor nitpicks.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we're do what we're going to do because, that's what's going to happen. But the whole point, once again, getting back, we're getting the equipment back from the school committee meeting at the distance learning lab, and we saw a couple people there, and this was last Monday, and it was, I think, a bunch of welcoming committee people, a bunch of students, and a bunch of teachers coming back, getting stuff ready, and everything was cleared because, like, that whole school was filled with furniture from the middle school, and it was just
We saw that in like June, the end of
or
June,
the end of
or early
June.
July.
Yeah, I think
And it was just that giant airport of a hallway filled with everything basically of the middle school.
Yep,
And
to the brim.
now it's like clear. You wouldn't even know there was anything in there.
It was shout out to the custodial and custodial staff and the administration, Wayne Hardiker, and everyone behind supervising all those buildings, those schools. But we went. We were actually asked Ann Lundell, I think. Oh yeah, that's who it was.
Yeah.
We saw her. She's part of the admin team for the superintendent of school, Jean Bernard, who we have to have on. I'll get. I think he'll come on. I'll have to strong arm him with some chocolate or something. But I don't know. That could be his kryptonite. I don't know. We'll figure it out. If he's listening, he'll let me know. But she's like, "Oh yeah, go check out the middle school." I'm like, "All right," because it's a long hallway. You just go down. We felt like jerks because we had this huge, this kind of like roadie case, and all these other construction guys are like, "What are you doing?" like looking at us as they were.
Working.
Yeah, exactly. They were lugging stuff. But we went and we looked around, and it was great. It was actually really.
Yeah, nice building.
Yeah, and you actually put it pretty well. Like the skeletal structure is kind of still there.
Yeah, like everything isn't where it once was. Like the gymnasium's gone where it was. I'm trying to think what else. Like what's that room? The music room.
The band room,
Like we
yeah.
were like we found the doorway kind of where
Yeah,
it was,
yeah.
and we were like, oh, this used to be that room, and now it's all like administration.
I think
or
it's,
something.
and for the first time, Ann Lundell was also telling us, man, this is, we're telling all the secrets here. Well, she was telling us that, that for the first time, all the admin, like all departments are there, which is great.
Yeah.
Everyone can work together and kind of miscommunication. There's no excuse now.
Yeah.
But it's kind of cool. So it was for the first time in their district's history, for the town's history. They have everything
pretty
right
cool.
there. Yeah. So it was nice. It was
Yeah.
good seeing it.
Looked good. It's gonna look better in
Yeah.
a couple weeks, I'm sure.
Yeah, I think
Than what it
next.
was.
Yeah, the 9th, like we were saying, the 9th they go back. It's a little later because last year they went late too because of the
Yeah,
school.
there
It's the
was
same
some
kind of
stuff,
thing. Yeah. And we actually hopefully will get. We have our video production club who I actually have to email and write up a little bit because I know some will be coming back for this year. And some have actually graduated.
Yeah.
Amanda Catania. I always mess up her last name, but Amanda, she's at Franklin Pierce. Oh, not Franklin Pierce. She's in Providence. I forget which. She had told me too. She's gonna hate me for this. I don't think she listens. Well, no, I give too much credence to the fact that we might have an audience. But her and John Trombley, who comes all the time actually now too. He graduated last year, but we have the rest of the group who will be mostly seniors. I think one junior, but I'm gonna try to get them to wrestle up a couple more people.
It's that farm system for the next
Yeah,
generation.
exactly.
We need to kick in, and
Yeah, it's true.
we're gonna lose all these guys, and then
That's tough.
the bridge between the next generation.
Oh, and then it's a gap. It's a gap. That's kind of lasted since, actually, maybe the generation before, because there was a group that was here before that kind of left that did the old high school documentary, which was great. We helped them a little with that. They pretty much, I mean, they ran their own ship, but it was within the confines of the production club, so. Which we never get credit for, which is fine. This is why I'm here, to dispel rumors. We did it all. But no, that was great, and they did a great job. And we actually have one of the video production kids, Celeste Falcione.
Yep.
She's going to be an intern here for the year, which would be great. Yeah, it's going to be fantastic. Yeah, it'll be great to have her around. We'll be able to go out do more stuff. Give us an excuse to kind of make up more project. Well, when you have someone else here too, I mean, you're like, okay, now we can do more stuff in the field, and if we can just send someone out to grab some stuff, it can happen. Well, yeah, and if you have any suggestions on what you want covered, if you want to do a show, and if you need part of a crew, that's why we're here. We have interns, and they'll help out. So, I mean, feel free to call 978-664-0501. I always have to think about it because I never really call here. Oh, well, I have it like just on as a contact.
That's like me with the channels. When anybody ever asks the channel, I'm like, I don't live in town, so I always forget them. I have to go to like a phone.
Well, let's see if I can.
Channel 12?
Well, I think I have it now. I think it's Verizon is channel, I think 8 education. I think 24 for government and 26 for public.
That sounds right.
It
Usually when
be.
somebody says it,
It clicks,
jostles something loose in my head.
I could be just talking out of my rear end, but there's also Comcast. I think is 22. I think that's government. 24 is public, and then 99 is education.
Maybe that sounds.
Yeah, I think I'm
close.
off a little, but I think it's 22, 24, 99 for Comcast, and 8, 24, and 26 for Verizon. And it'll tell you. It actually gives you if you're under whatever regime. Comcast or Verizon, it'll give you the info button. Your Comcast or Verizon masters. Oh, I got to pay a bill actually today. Thank you, mine, for reminding me. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, no, that'll be good. We'll have Celeste here, and no, that's good. We're also going to canvas. I mean, you weren't there last time, but I might grab you for an earlier if you want to. Oh, listen, now I'm going to awkwardly ask you on the podcast if you want to come by earlier. No, I mean, because usually we work from noon to 8, as everyone knows. Everyone, yeah. Or avid listeners. And we usually go to canvas at the high school, first week or so. And their lunch hours from like 11-something to like 12. But sometimes it works. We got a couple other people, but more or less the same characters. But we'll see. We'll try to canvas again and see what works.
Works for me.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, if anyone out there has a high schooler or even a middle schooler who's kind of out there that wants to be a part of the production club.
Get 'em in here.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we say high school video production club, but it's our own club that the kids kind of come to, and it's not necessarily sanctioned by the high school club in the sense that they don't run it, but anyone who wants to come by and be a part of it, feel free.
Yep.
Yeah. And we also watch movies as well. A lot of crazy stuff. Well, Jason, what do you have for us? I've been gabbing a lot. What do you have for us as far as government and anything else that's happening in the station that's under your purview?
Government. What's going on in government this week? It's kind of slow. It's just, I say them all the time, like the new In Your Fight, Consumer Affairs might be having a new one. I'm sure there's an RMLD meeting coming out shortly.
2 meetings that we just...
Yeah, our 2 new which... have we mentioned it on here before, that the educational channel?
Oh, no, go for it.
That's being kicked up soon in the next couple of weeks. Going forward, all school committee meetings, live broadcasts, and replays will be on the educational channel, which is, I forget the channel.
Oh, on educational, I think it's 8 on Verizon, I think 99 on Comcast, I believe. Because they're already showing. Yeah. Because Rob handled the educational.
But going forward, they will no longer be broadcast on the government channel, but strictly the educational channel.
And just a lot of educational stuff, like old, 70s educational things.
Yeah.
A lot of fun.
Graduations, school plays that we have access to.
Yep, school plays and school sports stuff. So it's back and forth, yeah.
Probably, I'm blanking on the show that you do.
Inside NRPS. Yep. Which is on public now, but will be probably go back and forth and or mirror.
Yeah.
Because I can see it going either way, but yeah.
And to echo the same thing about the Inside NRPS, we had met with the town administrator,
Michael Gilberto.
Yeah, Michael Gilberto, and we were discussing doing a show very similar to Inside NRPS very soon. So hopefully by the end of September, we'll probably have a first episode, I want to hope.
Oh, I think that would work, because I remember we had kind of a guide, and we can go right after. Next week we can give a call. Yeah. I'll just walk on over like we did, hey, and push stuff around and be like, hey, what's up, MG? And he was very forthcoming. He was great. He was excited, because we had been talking since he got in about a year ago, and it'd be like, hey, would you like to have a show?
Exactly, and he seemed very on board with it also. very encouraging.
Yeah, I mean, we're intimidating. So, I mean, anytime, we don't take no. We do, only when we want it. We like hearing it.
I think that rounds out most government things, at least for this weekend.
Well, for the past 2 weeks, though, because
Yeah,
we
yeah.
haven't been on anything else that's been going on.
We just had the 2 meetings this
Yeah.
past Monday. No meeting this week.
Nope.
Um,
We have a meeting next
Tuesday.
next Tuesday, yeah.
'Cause Monday's Labor Day.
Oh, yeah, we will be closed
Yep.
for that day.
Can't think of anything else unless you're
No,
thinking of something.
I'm not. Oh no, government access-wise, I can't think of anything. But on to new, like possible new shows coming up. Which, if you want to, and we will always throw it out there. If you want to do a show, it doesn't matter what it's on. Come at us because we're looking to help you out, give you ideas, and then just if we can help shoot stuff for you, we will.
Yep.
But we're not. We're
Can't do it for you so
Yeah.
much, but we can help
we push you in that
help you
direction.
understand the process.
I mean, one of the things. Cooking. Agatha's cooking show episode 3 should be done by the end of this week,
Yes, awesome.
and that'll be up. We're just kind of retooling color correction and just a couple edits we had from
Yep.
the creator and brainchild behind it, Agatha Marano, who is recovering from back surgery she had over the summer. So she's one of our board members. Lovely lady. I call her abrasive lovingly because what's the term I could use? For me, fortune smiles on the abrasive, or I enjoy their company because I find them more entertaining and just more kind of engaging in a positive sense. But she still thinks it's an insult, hence reinforcing the abrasiveness, which I can't stop but love. I can't. It hurts us all. But she's doing all right. Have an episode of that, and we have Lisa Egan, a former a guest on our show. I forget when was that. Was that in June?
Feel?
Oh my!
Yeah.
It was like right before the summer, I think,
Yeah,
either
yeah,
May or June. But she was great to have on, and I'm going to be talking to her in about a week or so about, or a week or so about getting a show together because I've been a pest, as per usual, to get her going, to be on, or to get her show here. And she said, "Yeah, call me after this day, and we'll go from there." Yeah, so that'd be good. And yeah, I'm trying to. The Battle of the Bands is almost done. The kids have been taking their sweet time. Sorry, Amy Lukowitz from Youth Services, but they should be coming in to do that. And a couple other shows, Gloria Mastro's show, which I've been kind of dragging my feet a little bit with the graphics. It's pretty much done, but I just have to do the quick little lower thirds for most of the items for tutorial on just pretty much a preparedness during an emergency. I don't know, but Jason.
Spinners games.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
thank you. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, we got those. No, I just made a quick contact with Chelmsford.
I think Chelmsford.
Yeah, and sent us over a link for how many more was it?
I think it was 4.
4.
It might have been 4.
4, but I bet by the end of the year there'll be a couple more
Maybe even 4 more.
Yeah.
Because it was like from.
mid-season.
Yeah, it was like either the beginning of July or mid-July until like the first 2 weeks of August or something.
So
And
Class A affiliate of the Red Sox. Watch a couple
There you
games.
go.
You know, I think they're in
Soak it
contention
in.
this year too. So
Oh, okay.
for
Oh,
the
a
championship.
change.
Yeah.
Well,
So,
techni-
one team from that franchise should be.
I guess there's an outside shot that the Red Sox could try to get
Come
well, that numbers-wise, that's what I was reading.
Statistically, yes, but
They've been playing a lot better lately.
it's.
Yeah,
over.
I know. Well, what are you going to do?
I don't know, root for the Cubs.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I think there's nothing else. I mean, if you want to come in and do anything, just let us know. You can email myself at, actually, you can email, I'll start it off. You can email Jason at,
norcamjason@gmail.com.
and email me at phil.healy.norcam@gmail.com.
May or may not. Did we procure the?
You did, yeah.
Norcam Phil.
So if you actually email norcamphil@gmail.com, it'll direct to me.
Redirect, yeah.
Yeah.
Because we discussed that one time. I was like, you should probably just grab that.
I'm like,
just,
no way,
'cause
Jose.
Rob is
It's Norcam Rob, and
that's
Kate
why I
was
put-
Norcam Kate. I had set up my email before, like when I started working, I just set up my email, like, let's do this. Because I know a lot of people just, phil.healy, or bob.smith, whatever. I'm like, oh. I'm like, eh.
Maybe we can get .orgs or something at some point.
Yeah, I mean, we could try that. Give it a go. I'm fine with my Google Master, which we do use our calendars and everything else. Syncs up pretty well.
Yeah.
So you can capture us. You can capture us, our souls, anytime you want to try to do something, try to learn how to use the camera, try to edit, uh, or anything of that nature. And I think Alders Gate will start. I got an email
Oh yeah.
them
Back up
about
again.
getting them back up because
Haven't
they had a
seen 'em.
summer break. Well, they had that summer break, and we'll see where it goes from there. They're always great. Yeah,
Yeah.
new content, and we're always getting new stuff on my end. This past week was week A in the binary, like A B schedule, and A usually has a lot more stuff, and we'll have some more local stuff that's going up, like concerts and stuff.
I do enjoy that they'll come in again, and they usually do a two camera
Two camera shoot, yeah.
two camera shoot.
All
And
there's
we
ga-
used
yeah.
to be in the disposition of always being like, well, we don't really have enough cameras for anybody else. Now
Oh, yeah.
there's 7 of the same
There's-
cameras, so
I think so. Yeah, I think you're right.
so it's definitely gonna make it a lot easier to.
2 are not here right now. 1 I have at my house, and 1 is actually in Dave Doucette's hand.
cool.
But I'll have to email him.
Still, there's
Oh, there's
plenty
still
of-
5.
so
Yeah.
that's awesome.
No, that's great. That's a good point. I didn't even think of
Yeah.
bringing that up.
Just because we were always in that,
Yeah.
2 cameras are out, and maybe if something's going on, and then you're like, well, here's an old mini DV camera you can
Yeah.
use, but
It wasn't a bad one.
no,
But
it wasn't bad, but it was just
Yeah, it wasn't what our
people-
top notch one.
Yeah, people weren't always trained as well.
No, it's
on
true.
those, so
And they were different. They were very
Yeah.
different in
So now-
style.
same quality across the.
But also, I will say this. I mean, I'll take back. I mean, even when cameras are different in style, if you know one, you kind of know them
True.
all. I will say like the basic tenets of a camera. Well, no, yeah, we have that. We only had 4 HD cameras before, so now we have 7
7.
or 7 or yeah, I think 7. So yeah, we're good. And anything else you'd like to share?
I think that covers the majority of this
Yeah, it's a
week,
long.
so-
I mean, it goes by like that, almost 27 minutes. Wow. But yeah, anyone has any questions, you know who to email, know who to call, and check out our YouTube page for a lot of just our past, present, and other stuff that we'll throw up there. And the kids from the production club they do video of the days, and they're under Norcam Legend. So even if you type in Norcam in YouTube, you'll find them and find us. So it's a lot of fun. And be prepared for some more programming. And Apple Fest is coming up.
Yep.
In September.
That's right.
And the end of September, and I think we might have the same type of deal where if you sign up there, you might get a free membership for the year.
Yep.
But don't ask me. I don't know. No one knows yet. Nothing's in stone.
2 years previous were that way, so.
Well, I have to send out a
One might
members email.
speculate.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and like you wouldn't be far from the apple tree or whatever, however that phrasing goes. I don't know. I can't speak. But yeah, anything else? You're good?
I think that's
All right,
it.
man. Well, thank you guys for listening, and we'll talk to you later.